There we go.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, poor Thomas has been talking for 5 minutes and he thought he was live.
Yeah. I thought it was live. Yeah. I forgot to hit the live button.
Okay, he's live now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to say hello to everybody again because they must have missed me. Hi, Dave from BNSF. John from Sioux Hill Valley. Dwight Curley. Jim Tedesco. How you doing? Steve from Wigwag. Hello. John Benecki. Derek. Manny Fernandez. Hello. Sparky, hello, and John, hello. And if I missed anybody, HO Powered Train, how you doing?
That would be David from HO Power Trains. Hello, everybody. Jim, Schuylkill River John, Derek, John Benicki, Curly Express, Wigwag.
Yeah, got 4 Johns in here. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah. And
Hey, Sparky.
hey, Sparky, how you doing? And so what I was saying before, the engines that I just got in my video I showed you, I wanted to turn on a dynamic braking in that engines, and Atherin sets a CV special, and it ended up being CV 403. I had to change that to a 0, and then I was able to set the CVs that I set for my dynamic brakes, and now it's working. And so, hey Anthony, how you doing? And
hello, Anthony, Dave, BNSM Scale, Rusty, Cerna, hello.
Yeah, a lot of people showing up. Hi, Serena. Yeah, and so that was it. And I'm waiting for a decoder from Soundtracks, and it's in the post office somewhere. I called up and put a trace on it, and it came to New Jersey, and it went to one town that always goes to the next town is my town, but they sent it to another town, and that's 3 days ago. I could have drove back and forth to that town about 20 times, and don't know what's going on with that package. So
Okay, since Thomas is on his phone, how's everybody doing this week? Guys, it's so hard to believe it's almost what? Valentine's Day.
yeah,
You know what that means. All our lovely loved ones are going to get us something for Valentine's Day for our train layout. I wonder what my lady's going to get me. I do have a long list, though. So I'm looking forward to Valentine's Day. Hope you all are, too.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was just Plumber just texted me. So.
Oh yeah, how's Plumber?
He's doing okay. Well, he's coming up at 8:30. He said because he had to put his kid to bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Les.
Hey, Les, how you doing?
Yeah,
Possum Bayou, how you doing?
Cool.
Yeah.
Jim Tedesco, just another day. There was a song about that. Yep, Oingo Boingo. Just another day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just another day for me too. No biggie.
Yeah, no biggie.
How about you, Thomas?
Well, I've been working from home the last 3 days.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah. And it snowed here today. We had about almost 2 inches of snow. And,
really?
Yeah. and it's pretty cold. It's only 39 now, but it started to rain. So it's going to be a mess in the morning, too. So I'm going to stay home again tomorrow. Yep.
Daryl says, Curly says your sound is bad.
My sound is bad?
No, my sound is bad.
Oh,
I wonder why that is.
I don't know.
Hmm.
What's that background noise? Is that the dog?
Yeah, that's got to be the dog.
Yeah, he's probably eating, right?
Yeah, he's chewing on his ball because he's mad at me because I won't throw the damn ball at him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just bought my dog a ball, and he plays
Hey,
with.
Crooked River and Eastern Dave.
Hey, how you doing, Crooked River? Mr. Dave, how you doing? Yeah, I started writing down all these names so I can remember the names, and
So Curly says I sound like I'm in a box.
I don't know. It doesn't. Not to me. It don't.
Yeah, I can't hear myself. Sounds like he's in the bottom of a barrel. Okay, let me change scenes. I don't know if this is gonna help, but let me see what's going on here. Let me
Hey, rail artist, how you doing? I'm back. Everybody can hear me, okay, right? Just to give a thumbs up.
Okay, let's see if that helps. I rebooted my computer. I don't know if that's gonna make a difference.
Yeah, maybe they just hear the background noise. Maybe that's what's doing it.
Is that any better? Do I still sound like I'm in the bottom of the barrel?
No, I can hear you good.
Yeah, I can hear you good too as well. Okay, Dwight says it's him. It's
Oh,
not bad here, HO Powertrain says.
yeah.
Nope, Daryl's still at the bottom of the barrel. Okay.
Let me see something here.
Well, hey, Waycross. All right, let me change cameras. I don't know if that could be it. I have no idea. All right, does that sound any different?
Yeah, a little. No, it sounds the same to me.
Sounds the same?
Yeah, to me it does.
Does it sound any different, guys? I mean, or is it still sounding the same?
It sounds the same to me.
Little better? Wigwag says the same. Dave says fine. Okay, a little better, but still echo. Okay, Thomas, I'm going to go out of the stream, okay, and then bring me back up when I come in, okay?
Okay, no worries.
Okay, I'll be back.
All right,
I'm leaving.
there we go. Always having technical difficulties, I guess. I guess I forgot to turn on the live stream when I was talking earlier. So if I missed anybody, just give a shout out and say, Just checking the comments so I didn't miss anything. So we had snow here today in New Jersey. Anybody else have any snow? Okay, let me see. I'm going to bring up OBS. Oh, it's already running. Okay. And there's one of my cameras on the upper layout. That's a new camera that I put up today. Let me add you back on. There you go.
All right. Let's
Can you
see.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, good. Because
Yeah,
I was just showing a view of my layout.
that's a nice view, Thomas. That's
Yeah,
really cool.
I just put that camera in today.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, it's a EU FY camera. It's a Wi-Fi camera.
Oh, it is a Wi-Fi camera.
Yeah, and the Wise cameras were I replaced them with these, and they have the RTSP feature in them in their firmware built in. And the Wise cameras, I had to use a beta version, and that was problematic. So I put these in. So I'm going to go and change the view here. Let's see, settings, third level turntable. Let's go to Rose Lake view. And that's another view.
Oh, wow.
And that's this town that you're looking at that goes underneath that second level is called Rose Lake. And the on the second level there is Upper Grimsby. And you can see the UPS building there, and then there's my grain building to the left. And I got two tracks that run here. And so that's that view. And let me go change the view again. And let's pick up the double window. Now we're back up at the third level again.
That's a nice view.
Yeah, and that's to the right is my oil refinery. That's a tank there for the oil refinery. The one to the left, that building is a gas plant. And that blue car at the top of these cars, that's the car I got from Vinny. That was the one I just put in there the other night. And and that's a double slip to the up a bit. And so that's a view, and that take the end of that camera view is the turntable at that end. So I'll bring you the turntable view up in a second here. Let's get
Hey,
that.
Steve 87. Hopefully you get better, buddy.
Hey,
James
Steve,
Bendis.
how you doing?
Okay, guys, do I sound any different or any better, or is it still the same? Because if it's still the same, I've done everything on my end to fix it. So
You sound fine to me, Daryl.
Are you using OBS?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm using StreamYard, but I set up OBS, and what you do in OBS is you set up a virtual camera, and then I can bring up those views in here. It works really good. But I had to go back to, I was on 29.00 of OBS, and there's a major bug in the virtual camera setting in OBS. So I reverted back to 28 version 28.1.2, and then it started working. So
Okay.
what I do go in OBS and I just change the scene, and then it shows up in here automatically.
Okay, but you're not running OBS with StreamYard.
No, no,
Okay. All
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Okay,
and
David says it sounds good here. There's a couple people still saying that I don't sound as like I would normally. I don't know what it could be.
hmm,
I've done everything on my part. Nothing's really different.
right.
Um, sorry, guys.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me about why you don't sound good, because it sounds good to me. Yeah. James is here from Dundas Junction. Hello. Let me change the view now.
Okay, Jim. Jim says I need a new mic. Okay, um, so Jim, what kind of mic would you recommend for me to use? Because I don't have a separate mic. I'm using right now. I'm using the laptop computer. That's what I'm using right now with the sound. But I think Jim, you might be right. I might need to get a separate camera just for that, and leave the other ones just camera.
Yeah, that's all I'm using, my laptop camera and microphone. And
Well,
I
that's
see.
what I'm on right now. But when I switch, okay, so say like if I switch. Okay, let me switch cameras and let me see if it's gonna be the same or maybe different. Um, Okay, that's using a different camera angle, but the sound's coming from that camera. I'm not too far away from it, so please tell me if that sounds any different or it still sounds the same.
No different to me.
Derek says you can. Derek says, "Dear old Darrell, you can use the phone mic and turn off the laptop mic." Uh, oh, okay. Dave says sounds closer. Jim says the same. Okay, Jim, what kind of microphone would you recommend me buying? I mean, because I'm not too sure which. Because I've been looking to buy one, but somebody said a pinwheel one, because that way I could use that for my mic, and everything else I could just not worry about.
I was
Okay.
thinking about it too, but I never, I didn't know anybody, you know.
John says you look better. The blue
Who?
mic. Okay. All right. I'll look into it. Thank you, Jim.
Which one? Oh, the blue mic. Is that what you use, Jim? The blue mic?
It must be the one that he uses. Maybe a megaphone. Well, okay. Sparky says Yeti blue. Okay, yeah, because where this camera is, I'm like about 5 feet away from it. But no one's told me before, because this is the way I've done it before. No one's told me before I sound any different or I sound like I'm in a barrel. So this is the first time that anybody said, "Hey, it's not." it's not sounding good. It sounds like I'm in a box. So I don't know I don't know. I've done everything on my end, so I don't know what I still think that yeah, I'm gonna get a separate mic for it. So okay, well that really didn't change anything. So
Yeah, but
okay,
you sound fine to me. I don't understand why that.
well yeah, but usually it depends on what you're listening from too as well. You know, well we'll see if this sounds any different.
Thank you,
Uh,
Anthony.
all right, does that sound any different? Still sound the same? It's a little bit of closer camera to me, but this is
That's
on the back. This is on the back side of my layout. So up in the far right hand corner, you'll see kind of like a bridge that that bridges over. That
yep.
bridges over to my layout, my little 8 foot by 12 inches wide layfoot. It just everything's so dirty over there. I just didn't want to show that part tonight. But anyways, at the far left, at the kind of the top, you see like a mountain range. I'm just right behind that mountain range. Sound is not terrible, just a bit echoey.
Well, then
Okay,
let's.
same. All
I'm
right.
going to bring up Plumber now. He just came in, so I'm going to bring him up. Maybe let's see if his sounds good.
Okay, Tom, you are crystal clear. Daryl sounds muted. All right, let me see if.
What is up, everybody?
Hey,
Hey,
Plumber, how you doing?
hey, Plumber.
Oh, I felt better, but I'm happy.
That's good.
It's a good shot there, Daryl.
Thank you, brother. How you feeling, my friend?
Oh, I feel like they were rooting around in my belly.
Okay, now if you ask me, now I can hear Plumber. He kind of sounds like he's in a box.
Do I? I'm on a different mic. Let's see.
Okay, Steve. Okay, well, I turned up the volume here on my computer. Um, let me go back to my computer, and I'm just gonna get a mic. That's all there is to it. So let me.
Can it be a StreamYard problem?
No. Mm-mm, no.
Cerna, Dave, Derek, Anthony, Georgia, David, Carolina Foothills, Wigwag, Jim, Sparky, Possum, Dwight, Steve 87th, John Benacki. What is up, everybody? Oh, Dave BNSF. I'm sorry. Little blurry.
Okay, Anthony.
I have my
Thank you.
glasses
Anthony
on.
says I'm clear. Okay, now Plumber, yeah, now you sound better. What I did on my computer, I just turned up my volume on my bar. That's what I did. So maybe that was the problem. Maybe I should turn it up a little bit more. Hey,
Interesting.
Manny Fernandez. Speaking of Manny Fernandez, I saw the Train Freaks review of what he was building, and then he did a review of the box that you sent him. Now, I thought that box was pretty cool, man. That was
Yeah, I
really,
saw
really,
that too. Yeah,
yeah,
that was
that was
pretty
a
interesting.
really cool. There was some really cool stuff in there.
For sure.
You know, hats off to you, brother. That was really cool. And I talked to Jason, and Jason said he was really appreciative of all those good things that you put in that box. So
Les, what's up? Mandy Fernandez, what is up? Crooked Dave, what's up? I think I got everybody.
Yeah, pretty close.
Thank you. That's awesome, Derek. Everyone's been asking for me in the streams. That's awesome. Appreciate it, everybody. I've been feeling a little bit weaker than normal. I only suspect that's going to get a little rougher over the next month or so, but it's all good. It's all part of the process. We're working it.
You just got to keep high spirits. That's all.
Well, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing the day-to-day thing, you know.
Yeah, you got to keep busy.
Yeah, I've been working on the show module. There we go.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there real nice.
Wow, look at that. Look at all them cows. That's cool.
Those
We're
cows
doing,
escape.
Treehouse.
Yeah, that's a treehouse you were showing the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby calf just got born. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know if you can see the dude in there holding the calf.
Yeah.
But coming together.
So now, Steven, is this layout meant to take out and run with other?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
free
So
mode.
it's like, okay, free mode. Okay, there you
Yep.
go.
So
That is
you
something-
just build your own module, and then everybody puts their modules together and make one big layout, right?
Yep. I'm
Yeah.
probably going to miss the Boy Scout show this year. It's where our club and other clubs join together and go through different rooms of a school with all of our layouts and make one gigantic layout. But they'll be next year.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do everything at the same time.
No. All good things to come. All good things come to those who wait.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Anthony says farmer plumber.
So Sparky, they're not outside the fence, dude. See the fence? Boom.
Oh, there's another fence.
Yeah, it's down closer to the track. They just have a little hill a little path they walk down.
Okay.
It's just a different part of the farm. You
Yep.
know? You got to use your imagination. I made some carrots. What do you guys think? Does it look like carrots in there?
Oh wow! Look at that. That's pretty cool, plumber. That is very, very cool.
Thank you, Derek. I appreciate it.
Wow.
Ugh. That's
Oh,
about the extent of my energy gluing things to a board over here.
Yeah.
Oh, so there was one thing I was saying before I was going live. If anybody knows where I can get an STL file with of a baffle for an HO scale speaker, it'd be much appreciated.
Thanks, Anthony. Is there not a file on Thingiverse there, Tom, so you could?
No, I looked on Thingy first, and I searched for baffles, and they were all for like speakers that you put in your living room. You know, the huge things.
Gotcha.
Yeah, not even close.
Hey, Kyle Stevens.
What's up, Kyle?
Hey, Kyle. I emailed Jason, and he sent me back. He said he got one off of Thingy first, and so I went on there. I couldn't find what he found. I don't know what he had.
Sparky says Bugs Bunny would be proud. They are big carrots. They're about knee high if we're talking about scale size.
Yeah. Check Colts 3D. Okay, Colts 3D. I'll try that.
Yeah, Jim. I never heard of that. I'm going to check that out myself.
Oh, I've been on Colts 3D.
You have?
Yeah.
Crooked River says I could use some baffles, Thomas.
He can use some baffles.
Maybe they're just called something else.
Yeah,
and What Man Plumbing Co. Just something I came up with, Derek. On the fly.
Yeah, when you install speakers in an engine, you need to put them in a baffle so that it resonates the sound properly. Because if you just put it in there, the speaker in there, then the sound gets deadened.
Doesn't come out very well.
No, it doesn't come out hardly at all. So there's a whole science to putting speaker in an engine.
I know I've seen them on the verse of things there, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim says, yeah, Thomas, I could get, Jim says I could probably print one, just need to know the dimensions.
Yeah, well, I can print them too. I got a rosin printer. They're small. I think it's 35 millimeters by, I don't know. I gotta look at the paper. I got the dimensions of the speaker, and it's on a flat piece, and then you have to build a case around it. That's the baffle. So
Peace out, Cerna.
Yeah, peace out, Cerna. And Crooked River Day says, yeah, Thomas, I get speakers pretty cheap from Diggy Keys.
yeah, well, I put in soundtrack speakers, and they're 2 watts because the Tasami decoders need 2-watt speakers.
Well, thank you, Derek. I'll take that as a compliment.
You should.
And you too, Container Man Roy. I'll take that as a compliment too, buddy.
What's up, Container Man?
It's the Derail Club.
Athearn engines are good all the way around, David.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I have. I have 2 Athearn Genesis engines, but the other engines that I have was an Athearn that had an old Tasami decoder in it, and I put a Tasami 2 in it, and I had to take the speaker out because it was only a 1-watt speaker. And it was in a case, but the new speaker wouldn't fit in the same case, so I had to make a baffle for it.
I know I've seen them here on the verse of things. I'm frantically searching right now.
Don't worry about it.
Anthony, Georgia, Tommy Gilbert's hobby, not that I'm aware of. Gettysburg? Yeah, I don't know.
Gettysburg, PA.
I want to check it out now.
That's the only Gettysburg I know.
Hey, Dave, DES Media Production. Good evening.
Des, what's up?
I don't know, Curly. Let me ask him. Tom, can you see chat?
Yeah, I see chats.
Oh, okay.
That's an affirmative. I'm not looking at chat right now, just so everyone knows. I'm scrolling through pages on the verse of things.
Hi, DNS Media. How you doing? Yes. Yep. Gettysburg, PA.
Yeah, you know what, Sparky? I agree with you right there. But you know what? I asked Thomas. He needs to put some moderators in there. So let me. Yeah, I don't think I'm even a moderator yet.
Me neither, Tom. Gotta hook us
Thomas,
up.
what's up?
Yeah. So how do I do that?
Click on their name and click Add Moderator.
Nope, I'm not a moderator. I just said hello, and I'm still. I'm still.
You just burned Daryl publicly, man. That's wrong.
Hey, when I click on the 3 dots, all I see is put user in timeout and block user.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, Sparky and I are good for that.
Not the 3 dots. Just click on their name.
Yeah, just click on their name.
If I click on the name, then it just says show. That puts the comment.
Well, yeah, you need to do that too. But
oh yeah.
Okay, Thomas. Okay. I do it on my phone. That's how I do it. Like,
Good idea there, Daryl.
Yeah, you get on your cell phone, Thomas. You bring up your live, turn the volume down, and you yourself in the chat can touch anybody's name, and it'll come up. Hey, Randall.
Randall. I felt better, buddy, but I'm here. Thank you.
Roy, I actually live in Azusa, California. It's in San Gabriel Valley. It's nestled up against the San Gabriel Mountains. That's all I'll say, because there could be somebody looking, watching this stream and then going, oh, so he lives in Azusa. Hey, George, Florida Railroad Dog. Good evening, buddy. You figuring it out there, Tom?
I'm getting there.
All right.
I think I got the screen up.
Oh, man, I derailed myself.
Uh-oh, what did you do?
Well, Steve87 says, try type an HO speaker baffle. I did, and I messed up where I was. FL Railroad Dog, what's up? Thank you, Randall. Send those good vibes.
HO speaker baffle. That's what I've been typing. I can't find it.
Yeah, I did it, and I just went back like 100 pages. Sorry about all the noise.
Nissy J, what's up? Number 5. What's up, girl?
Nissy J. I found an HO heat pump. I like it. Wasn't looking for it, but I like it.
Well, what's an HO heat pump?
It's like the heat pump that goes on your house.
Oh. Okay, speaking of heat pump.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess Southern California Gas decided to raise the price like 125%.
Ooh.
So my gas bill is usually around 50, 60 bucks. Okay, that's on a high, per month. Last month was like 105. Okay, and when I opened it up, I'm like, excuse me, hello. Okay, who's been turning on the heater and who's been taking long showers? Okay. This month I opened up the bill. It went from $105 to $228.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah. $228. It more than doubled.
Doing it because they can. They can.
Yeah. So you know what that means, don't you? Everything else is going to go up.
Oh, yeah.
Cooking hamburgers, cooking all kinds of stuff. It's just everything's just going to go up. It's going to skyrocket.
Oh, I think I was just made a moderator. Let me see.
Yeah, Manny Fernandez. Actually,
yeah, it worked.
I don't see Derail Darrow on the chat here.
Okay, I'm gonna put hi, Thomas.
Don't worry about that guy, Tom. What do you mean?
Who? Yeah, isn't he the troublemaker here? I thought, I'm looking at live chat on my phone. Everybody in there, I made a moderator that I could see.
Nice.
Okay, I just put hi, Thomas.
Yeah. Oh, Daryl's not a moderator.
Yeah. George says, Daryl, why you in the attic? What does that mean?
Why are you in the attic?
No, it's
We're talking like Chevy Chase Christmas vacation.
Sitting there watching the movies, and then they come and open up the door and
wearing his mom's clothes or grandma's.
Oh, yeah. That's because I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the deal is tonight, because this is the first evening that, and I've been doing this now for the last 3 or 4 streams, and this is the first time that anybody said, hey, you sound like You sound like you're in a box. So I'm not quite getting why, but I'm gonna switch. I am gonna pick up a mic, and I'm gonna use that exclusively. So, yeah, sorry.
Nope.
So Manny, if you're watching, this is kind of like my back scene that goes into the middle scene. And if you follow a train in the middle of the picture, you'll see it go through the tunnel, and then you'll see it up off the top right, and it's going through that canyon that's going behind me. So that's part of my layout.
So
So let me switch cameras.
Derek, if it is a bird, it's not in my house, but I don't know what it is.
And then this is the actual backside of my layout. So at the far left, you'll see a rock facing, and then you'll see the painted mountains. This is where I'm sitting. This is behind me. So you got the mountains, and then you got the backside. So this is the container train going on the backside. So it's just kind of like another
Hello,
service line.
George. Hello, Nissy.
So
All right. Well, I'm baffled about the baffles. I'm not finding them. When I do find them, I'll send them to you if you don't have them already, Tom.
and of course that's a pretty iconic scene right there.
Yeah, when I'm looking at live chat, I only see a handful of entries. Like Nissy just came in, said, "Oh, I don't see her comment."
Yeah, speaker housing, Sparky.
Okay, Thomas, you still haven't made me a moderator yet.
I would if I saw your comment.
Okay, let me say hello to you. Okay, Thomas, do you have me blocked? Is that why you're not seeing me?
You're not allowed.
I put you in timeout. I put you in timeout.
You know what? I must be blocked.
No, you're not blocked. I don't block anybody. You know that.
I do.
But I'm on my phone. I'm on the stream, and I see live chat replay, and I don't see.
There's okay, Sparky's got it. Okay, Thomas, there's I said hello, Thomas.
Right.
I don't even see it in the comments on in StreamYard.
Okay, maybe that's the problem with my sound. Something's not right with what's going on here in this stream, because if you can't see what's going on in chat on your phone, okay, hit live chat. Are you on live chat, brother?
Yeah, I'm on live chat. I'm in StreamYard, and I have chat box on the right hand side of the cameras, and then I see live.
Okay. Where
And
people are commenting, tap them.
Okay, now I'm going to Nissy just came in. Hi, Jim T. Right, and
yeah, I know, Roy. I don't know what's going on, because I don't think it's on my end, but let me change to the front facing camera.
You know, StreamYard could be having a problem, you know.
And it's going to be the same thing, because that's what everybody's saying. So now this is on my computer. Okay, so this is changed all over to my computer. So if it still sounds the same, then I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to do what Jim and Sparky said. I'm going to get a separate speaker. I've been meaning to get one of those, so I'm going to get one. They suggested one, so I'm going to get a separate speaker. There we go. I've been meaning to get one of those, so I'm going to get one. They suggested one, so. Thomas, are you listening to me? Do I sound any different?
You sound fine. I'm listening to you on my phone, and you sound fine.
Oh, okay. So are you listening to me? Do I sound any different? Hey, Ron Mullen. Hey, what happened to Plumber? Oh, okay. Are you listening to me? Do I sound any different? Hey, Ron Mullen. Hey, what happened to Plumber?
I just found your comment.
Yay.
You should be a moderator now.
Okay, great. Night me, my friend. Okay. I'm gonna see.
Should be a moderator now.
Yeah, that is Roy. That is Thomas on the phone.
Should be a moderator now.
Yeah, that is Roy. That is Thomas on the phone. Okay, Thomas.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to silence the phone.
Plumber's in the backstage, brother.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure. I just paused the live. That's all. It's easier that way. I'm just going through and making everybody a moderator.
Okay, well, all right. All right, let's go see what's going on with the turntable. Dun, 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 dun.
Hello, Ron Moen. How you doing? I just saw his comment in here.
Okay, dirty turntable. Okay.
Well, I
Sorry.
think I got everybody. Yo, Trackside Mike. Hello.
Hey, Trackside Mike. So sorry for the shaky camera, but
Just made him a moderator.
so I did manage to kind of weather my
Building?
my building before I actually, kind of not glued it in, but kind of set it where it belongs.
Right.
So it's kind of a work. It's kind of a work in progress. Thomas, can you make me big?
Sure can. Let's see, which one of these is it? This one? No, that's me.
Hi, Thomas.
I gotta get the right one here.
Almost there.
No, that's me again. That's me.
So go to my box and hit my box in the basement.
Oh yeah, that's what I gotta do.
Yeah.
And then, nope. Ah. And go to your box and then hit the, nope.
Okay, scratch that. It's okay, Thomas. It's okay. It's okay, brother. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want you to somehow change your stream or something like that.
No, it's not a problem. I want to figure this out. I highlighted you, and then there it is. There you go.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, so I decided to before I actually put the tracks in place and everything, I decided to kind of weather it. I don't know if you can kind of see there is a little bit of grime on the building. So so there we go. And it's kind of an awkward view, but it's okay. I mean, it's kind of hard to grime it up and everything when it's in place, but in any case, I just wanted to show that real quick. Okay, I'm all done with that.
Okay, we're back all on.
Oh, I'm back on. Look, I hit the wrong button, everybody. You guys
That's
see
not a
that?
baffle.
No, that's a shop I built. I'm trying to get a light in there. But not working.
You're trying to get a what in there? A light in that building?
Yeah, well, so the camera can see.
Hmm.
That's not bad. Yeah, I hit the wrong button, everyone. So I went for a little ride.
That's all right. No worries. We were having technical difficulties anyway. Yep, John, you're blue now. You should be.
Nissy J, it is 130 foot.
John, Gerald, Stewart, and
Thank you,
Side
David.
Mike, what's up?
Thank you, George.
Anthony, Georgia. So I put up some shelves in there. There's a bandsaw. There's a rolling toolbox, a welding canister setup. There's quite a bit in there.
But you don't have a light in there.
No, not yet. Not yet.
But
I
how
mean,
do you power? How do you power those tools then?
I'm gonna power them with electricity. But if you want to see inside,
Here, let me make it bigger. Oops.
out. Took me down.
There you are.
So that's the shelves came out a little cattywampus, but they're all the way in the back. You can barely see them.
Wow, that is really cool.
Look at that
Yep.
bandsaw I 3D printed right there in the
Wow,
middle.
you 3D printed all that stuff?
Yeah, everything in here is 3D printed.
Wow.
See, Daryl, you can do wonders with 3D printing. Just a little imagination. That's all you need.
Yeah. That's the workshop on the farm.
Derek, the tracks aren't welded yet. I haven't put there's only 2 tracks and I didn't put the 3rd track in. Like I said, the roundhouse is set where it belongs. I just wanted to get it a little bit weathered up, and I think I accomplished that. I blacked out all the windows because this roundhouse is not for like what Steven just showed us, which is really cool. I'm not going to have any lights in there or anything like that. It's not a showpiece. It's just something else to mess around with. So I'm going to be working on it here and there. So I just need to put a track in there, Derek. That's all.
Thank you, David. I do believe the small details will add to it.
Yeah, that is really good. That is really awesome, Steven. So what kind of lighting do you think you're going to try to attach to it? Like a one LED light or?
Well, I want to put one inside, and then this 3D print for this garage, it actually has pre-made holes for the 2 outside lights. So I want to put one inside so you can see the stuff, kind of see the stuff in there.
Right.
And then the 2 on the outside, that's kind of what I really want to do with it. The other cool thing about this 3D print is it actually works.
Oh, wow, look at that.
And there's another part I can print for it, and I can put like a servo from a RC car in the back, and it'll open and close the door. I'm not going that far, but I could,
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Now, you printed that building too?
Everything.
Wow.
Except for that wheel. That wheel is not 3D printed.
That is totally cool. Oh, I see how that goes. Oh. Oh, wow. How about that?
Let's see this way.
Now, that's something you don't see every day.
And it fits on the little foundation pretty well. I'm probably going to glue the foundation in and just let the building clip on. That way, if I ever want to take it off or change anything, I'll be able to. Doesn't mean it holds. You know.
That is really cool, Plumber. Now, I can just tell you, that would be something for you to actually make and sell.
Well, it's somebody else's print. That's the problem. It's
Oh,
just
that's not your print?
no, it's not. I mean, I printed it, but it's just the file I got off Thingiverse.
Hello,
Some
mini
people will
print.
let you sell their stuff. Some people will not. I'm not sure about this gentleman.
Yeah, you really can't sell stuff that you download.
Right,
Like
right.
some of the stuff I design, I could sell if I wanted to.
Right. Some of the stuff my wife
Oh,
designs, like those
oh,
tank cars, I can sell, which I think I'm going to once we perfect the print. Bernard from Mini Prints, what's up?
Hello, Bernard. How you doing?
Yes,
hello,
Derek. I
Bernard.
printed the door separately and then slid it into the track.
I didn't know. See, you learn something new every day. I didn't know this was printed down from somebody else's file.
The verse of things, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think I need to be big anymore there, Tom.
Okay.
Could you hook me up?
Hey, Stormy Sky.
Stormy Sky, what's up? Show it to Bernard. So Bernard, this is a building I printed. Has a sweet little door, opens and closes. And then I printed everything except for that tire on the front.
That is totally cool, Plumber.
Those gas bottles really came out well, and so did that bandsaw back in the middle there. Let's see, yeah, there we go.
So where'd you get the tools from?
Everything came from Thingiverse.
Yeah.
100% of everything here came off Thingiverse. Some of like the tools are parts of other files. So someone built like a garage and put those parts in it.
Yep.
So I just took the parts and
Yeah, what you wanted to put in your building. That's all. All right.
Yeah.
So I got a question since I see him in the chat.
Yeah.
Bernard for Mini Prints. If you look up where you're seeing the river or you're seeing the beach scene, okay, I'm looking for a beach scene like maybe with a volleyball and some beach girls,
Ooh.
and I'm really not finding anything like that. Is that, Bernard, something you and your company could print up, or you already have something like that?
You can just send Bernard an email with your idea, and then he'll let you know.
Okay.
Wow. Thanks, David. He said he ordered me some pens. Thank you, Stormy Sky. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, beautiful run by.
Hey,
Oh,
Tracks
we
on
got some
Mine.
people out. Look at that. Someone found the location, the secret spot.
What's that?
Someone found your location.
What do you mean?
There's people there now.
Yeah, there's one, but I really can't find beach people. I'm just, I just, that's why I'm asking Bernard, since I saw him in the chat, if that's something I go up on his website, I would be able to find.
What's up, Mike? He said he's in a Skype meeting. Sounds like fun. Yeah, there was a lot of snow. I tried to check out Mini Prints live camera because I wanted to see some trains running through snow. I know Stormy Skies had one. I got to go back and comment, but I did watch with the snow. Awesome.
So, Stormy Sky put out a video. I think it was a day ago on the triple crown trailers. What an awesome show that was! What an awesome video that they put out. I had no idea those still existed, and it was really, really an awesome. So if anybody hasn't hit up Stormy Skies, that triple crown one, even just to give them love on their channel,
Nice.
the Stormy Sky scene team does really, really great work.
Yeah, and I'll do that, David. I'll get that done before the night's out.
Derek.
Jim says you should make that a complete nude beach.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Derek, I can't believe I just read that. Hilarious. Well, Steve 87 said there's tons of them out there. Even
Oh, okay.
suits.
Oh, you're welcome, Stormy Sky. You're very welcome. It was duly notable, that is for sure.
Daryl, try
Um,
Woodland Scenics. They have a lot of people scenes, and maybe they might have one too.
Okay, Roy, maybe I need to do a little bit more research. But since I saw Bernard in here, I thought I'd just ask him. So,
Right.
John says the train is slowed down because of the lady sitting there with no clothes on.
you
Right.
guys can actually see that?
Yeah.
We can see it.
Oh, really?
It's blurry when you zoomed in. I could see it. There we go. Now I can see it.
I know it's there now.
Well, yeah. When it was zoomed in, I could really see it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be far enough away. You're not really supposed to see it, but
We're all adults here.
I don't know about that,
well, that's the only, the only other beach people I have found are, not
Beach
so attractive, people. They're not really doing the right things. They're not like laying on the beach or playing or like look like they're playing volleyball or something like that. So that's kind of what I had in mind for this beach scene.
Yeah, but who really goes to the beach?
So,
They're the people.
well, I go to the beach. I'm 45 minutes away from it. I actually surf.
We can read her name tag.
Yeah, I actually surf.
Well, then you should get Bernard to 3D print you.
I've surfed behind a boat, but never a real wave. The only thing I've gotten in the ocean is some chafing on my chest from bobbing, waiting for a wave.
Yeah.
No one told me wear a shirt.
I body surfed. I didn't surf on a board. I body surfed.
Derek. Derek. Yeah, I think that was for the band. The fans are rocking. Don't bother knocking.
Right.
Absolutely, Bernard from Mini Prince. How about a wakeboarder or a wake skateboarder?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm out in Southern California, and I would have loved to hit Amherst because there's so many neat people I really would like to meet out there, and I definitely would have been scanned for something, for sure, but maybe sometime down the road. But I'm gonna hit you up, and I'm gonna hit your company up and see what you guys do have to offer, and so I'll be looking forward to that because I do and would like to fill that beach scene with something different that you just normally wouldn't see on a layout.
Now you're making me think of Top Gun, Daryl, where the volleyball scene.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I kind of got something different. There's a shark floaty on there. There's a regular blue floaty on there, and then you know.
Jim says Bernard should do nudes. Easy to paint.
I saw John John's. John John says I can read her name tag.
David H.O. Power Train says Huntington and Great White Sharks is now the home right there.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, Huntington Beach is like 45 minutes away from me.
Isn't that where Jaws was?
No.
Yeah, Crooked Dave. Daryl, you need a boardwalk with a skateboarder. That's right,
yeah.
Crooked Dave.
Well, yeah. I do have a boardwalk, but it's a small little boardwalk.
A lot
I
of
don't think this.
skateboarders out there. Don't say there's not.
Yeah, I don't think the scene's quite. There's a lot of things I'd like to do it, but that's the idea. To me, less is more on a layout. I mean, less is way more. So, just by putting what I got, I would just like to introduce some cool beach people.
Yeah, beach people.
They got to have them already.
You sure do, Bernard. You sure do.
Yes.
So Carolina Foothill said something about Woodland Scenics model 1853 sunbathers.
Oh, okay.
Boom,
Yeah, I
there it
told
is.
you Woodland Scenics.
Okay. Woodland Scenics. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, they have a whole section on people and stuff.
Yeah, Amherst is this weekend. I'm not on that note. I'm also not going to make Timonium next month. That's going to be a hard, unfortunate.
Isn't that what you're making that for?
I mean, I was, yes, but I'll just hit the next show. I mean, we go to Timonium twice a year, so there's one at the end of the year. If everything works out well, by May, I'm hoping all the procedures have finished up.
It will be.
And Gerald Stewart says Evermodel P87. Hold on. P8720 40 piece. People swimming HO scale. I don't think he's here. We'll have to point him to your comment there, Gerald. There it is. Derek, what did it cost me to print that building, foundation, and interior? All in all, the printer at its fullest, it runs about 200 watts. It's really not, the most is at startup, like 250, 300 on the little gauge. And then it goes down to about 150 watts and just sits there and burns. So electricity isn't that much. And plastic, not even an eighth of a spool. We're probably talking about $5 or $10. So I would say no more than $15 to $20 for electricity and materials. It's just time for the printer. If you're going to do something like that as a business, you have to add some printer time because that printer will be doing nothing else for about 2 days. So though it doesn't cost much in material or electricity, you still can't print anything else with that printer during that time. So Carolina Foothills asked, when I printed the roof section, do I print it on the side? Actually, no. It prints in 2 flat pieces, and then it has the correct angle in the middle. And when I put them on, it lines up on the ridge perfectly. It's really nice. There you go, Gerald. $17.99. Sounds like he's done it before. John, time is the most expensive thing. If I had 50 printers, it wouldn't be so bad. But just having one and a broken one, I get one going, then the other one breaks. It doesn't give you much time.
If you're going to have a business, you're going to have multiple printers. You can't have just one.
Well, I just saw an advertisement. Creality is coming out with a new filament printer, and it has a conveyor belt, Tom. So if you want to print the same thing, like 20 of them, you program it in, and it'll just conveyor belt the print off and just keep printing.
Yeah.
To the iteration that you say, and that's the way to go.
You have to take a second mortgage out for that kind of printer?
No, it was only like $1,200, $1,300.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to start a business, then that would be the thing to do.
That would be a printer to start with, yes.
Yeah. I know Bernard has at least 3 or 4 printers up there in his office.
Oh, he definitely should. I mean,
He
if you're
had quite
gonna,
a few because I saw when he did a preview of his new office, and I thought I saw 4 printers there.
word. Sorry,
So where did Daryl go?
I have no idea.
Thomas, I'm waving at you from behind the Stater Brothers tractor trailer. You don't see me? I'm down by the back of the truck. You don't see me?
10. Bernard has 10. And no, we don't see you. And David, I'm absolutely interested in a resin printer and a laser cutter. I want to be able to cut, that thin wood or cardboard and make stuff that way.
Yeah, that's how they make a lot of kits, laser cut.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of different things you can make with a laser cut. Like, for instance, on Thingiverse, someone had, looks like a bridge with the wires that span down, but it's made to hang from your ceiling and go around your living room.
Yeah.
I would like that.
I would like to be able to make it.
Derek says he saw 8 printers behind Bernard.
8?
But then there's 2 hidden. Waycross, what's up? Kits are not 3D printed. There's a lot of kits out there now, Dwight, that are 3D printed. It's becoming more and more common if you look online. I mean,
I've seen some said 3D print.
Mm-hmm.
Then other ones I see laser cut, the kits. So a lot of different ways they're making them now.
For sure. And I'm not going to see if I get a resin printer, I'm just going to get a small one because I'll use the resin printer for the smaller details and I'll use the filament printers for the big stuff,
Right.
The lines don't bother me. I'm good with it.
Yeah, you can weather it or paint it, and those lines just disappear.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, one of the big
3D printing when it was really hard, David. I needed some help. I just needed someone to sit over my shoulder and tell me to push this button or that button. And as soon as I got over these 2 little bumps, it was off to the races.
Right.
It's like when Artie got his printer, I was with him on a video stream and I helped him get over a couple of those, little hurdles there. And as soon as you get over them, man, you're flying.
Yeah, once you know the knowledge, once you have a little knowledge, then you can go do anything.
Oh, so Steven, you can actually do that.
What's that?
You get up on StreamYard.
I mean, I did that with Artie.
Yeah, well, it was his live show. He was doing it. He unboxed it.
No. I mean, okay. So you can go into StreamYard. You can log into StreamYard, but you're not going to go live. Dave and I do it. Trackside Mike and I do it. A couple other guys do it, and we open up StreamYard and we chat to each other. We're just like on video. So say if I wanted to get a 3D printer, you and I can hook up on StreamYard, and you can actually go with me because you're actually right there. We're not on our phone. You can actually do that, right?
And I can see your screen, so I can tell you what button to click if you're not seeing it.
Okay. All right. Okay. I thought that's okay.
It's just that's like having a Zoom meeting or something.
Okay. Yeah, you're right, Thomas. That's what it's like. It's like having a Zoom meeting.
And Crooked Dave, yes, you definitely have to be careful. My fences, though they look really good, they're closer to S scale than HO, but I'm just gonna go with it. In Carolina Foothills, all the small stuff with detailed parts, absolutely. That's what I would use a resin printer for. It's not bad, David. Once you get over that little hump, dude, And most people don't even have it. I'm just a dullard in some things. I'll have that button right there in my face screaming and I won't see it. That's it, Mike. Almost like a Skype meeting, but not live. That's correct.
Right.
I think it's better than Skype because you can do a lot more. I think I can do a lot more.
Yeah, Skype has limitations.
A lot of limitations, yeah. Missy J, they have opened lots of possibilities. My wife is drawing like 50 things. She's loving it. She just loves to email me a file to print.
At least she sends you a file.
Yep, and she draws me stuff too, so I'm happy about it all the way around. Mike, no, it's I'm only on filament right now. Again, when I get a resin printer, because I will end up with a resin printer, it will be a small resin printer. That's a good question, Dwight. How many prints or how many people did he sell last year? Hopefully it was a lot. Jim Tedesco, peace out, brother.
Have a good night, Jim.
And look at that railroad dog. He's printing up a storm over there too.
Oh yeah. Well, I sent him a file to print. It was too big for my build plate in my big printer, and I didn't want to shrink it. I could have shrunk it down, but I asked him if it would fit on his plate, and it did. So he's gonna.
Okay, so to all you people who own printers, what is not the best printer, but what is the best style of printer to actually use with material?
Man, it depends on what you want to do.
Okay.
Okay, here's the problem with rosin printers. You got to have it ventilated area.
Yeah.
You don't have a ventilated area but most of the rosins now have they're odorless, but still.
Well, okay. You got to remember, I came from the days where sniffing glue had a big X on the bottle.
I know.
Okay, so
I'm
older than you, Daryl. So I came from the '60s. So
Bernard Mini Print says the same thing I said. Depends on what you want to do. Do you want to do small detailed stuff, or do you want to print buildings and structures and cars? Like train cars.
Okay, right. So you have to. Okay, so like one of the companies that I service. Okay, it's a tech school. They're in Pasadena. That's all I will say. There, I walked into one of their buildings, and they had two people in there. I could not tell you how many printers, but I can tell you the room was 40 foot deep by 20 feet wide, and there were 4 rows of just printers going. I have no idea what they were printing, but they were all making noise, and it was just 2 people in this one room. I of course,
Yeah, you don't need too many people.
So
that it depends on what kind of printers they were too, Daryl.
Yeah,
they might have been printing paper.
So if you want to print fine scale, you're talking what, resin?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you want to print large scale,
still can use resin. Depends on how large you want to go.
Yeah, the bigger resin printers are more expensive, and if you're going to get a resin printer, make sure it's a 4K resin printer. Don't get anything less.
I got a 6K. And
okay, Thomas, let me ask you, what kind of printer you got?
I have 3 Anycubic.
Okay, and they are resin?
Yes, all 3 are resin.
Okay, what is what by chance, so you can let people know, what does something like that cost?
The first one I got was like $390.
Okay.
And then the 6K was $480.
Okay.
And then I got I have a 4K that was $170.
Yeah, 6K. Okay. Wow. And resin's
So
very, very messy.
Yeah, Derek, they were wearing masks, and I'm sure it was very well ventilated. But like I said, I couldn't tell you how many printers in this tech school. It's in Pasadena. That's all I'll say.
yeah.
It's a very world-renowned school, and it's one of the places I do service. And I was just blown away by all of these printers that they had going in this one room. And I just mind my business. I looked, I saw, and I kept going.
If you're good with your settings, like sometimes I see a print I'm downloading and I know when I put it into the slicing software, I'm going to need to make a raft instead of a brim, or I'm going to have to add build plate supports, but no other supports upwards, like this guy. I had to do the supports down here, but if I put any of the supports in the middle, the print would fail every time, or I wouldn't be able to cut it out. So, you start to learn what your printer can do. So when you have two guys and a ton of
Here's the question.
like that,
Okay, if Bernard is still in here. Okay, so here's a question. Okay, I'm a businessman. I'm a businessman myself. I've been in business for a very long time. Now, there's a lot of people who have home shredders, and there's a lot of people that hire me to come and shred for them. It's the same thing here. There's a lot of places you can go and buy a printer just by public, or you can go to some place like Bernard's and buy. So what would be the difference, Bernard, if you're still in here, between yours and a home? Is there a huge, I'm sure there is a huge difference, or are they kind of the same?
A 3D printer is a 3D printer.
Okay.
There's no industry 3D printer that I'm aware of. I mean, there's 3D printer companies out there, and they're either rosin or filament. And you just pick what you think is best for you. And when I picked it, I got the idea from Jim Tedesco. He had a 3D printer, but he was filming. And I said, well, I want to print people. I want to print my own people, paint them. And
that's where resin.
Yeah, and filament printer can't print that small of a person in HO scale. So now I've heard that the filament printers are doing a lot better now with smaller items, but still it has its limitations on how small you can really go.
It does. I printed an HO scale person, though it's recognizable. Its torso and its legs were a little bit off.
Yeah.
And I can print about 60 people on my build plate at a time, where a filament printer, you're doing one object at a time.
Okay.
If you try to put multiple objects on a filament printer, you're going to have problems with your output.
Well, I mean,
I want to hear from Bernard, but Bernard says you want my take, and yes, I would like Bernard.
Got it down there.
Yeah, well, he's in the business. Okay, this is only my experience.
Well, look, these tents, I print all these at the same time on the build plate. I mean, there's like I think 30 little HO tents there, and they print out perfect.
Okay.
So it also depends on the item in which you're printing,
right,
and or the settings in which you use.
Yeah. What I was just insinuating or saying is, like me, I'm a businessman. Like Bernard, he's in business to make. I do something different. But you can go to any place and buy a home shredder. But still, people choose me to come to their homes, and I personally shred for them in my trucks. Okay, it's just no different with Bernard's business. You can buy a printer anywhere, but what I'm asking Bernard is your printers like a commercial grade, like say like my trucks. My trucks, my business, it's way different than a personal shredder. Right. My trucks are commercial grade. They're actually built in Canada. And I do travel to Canada to buy my trucks. So I was just asking the question: what is the difference between what you can buy off the shelf and what Bernard, you as a businessman, holds? That's all.
I'm not sure. I forgot what Bernard used. I don't know if it was Igloo. I don't think it was any cubic. I think he's using the Igloo brand.
See you later, David.
Peace out, David.
So
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Gerald Stewart says the printers at DTM, where I worked back in the '90s, started at 225,000 to $450,000. Okay.
Gerald.
All right. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. Okay. You can go buy a shredder at Costco for $60.
Right.
For me to buy a truck from Canada, it's $350,000 delivered to my doorstep. Okay.
Right.
So now that's what I'm asking. There is a difference between what you can buy off the shelf and what manufacturers who print, what are they using? Well, we just got an answer. Gerald Stewart, he's got a money figure there.
Well, I mean, on the same respect, you know, Creality, I've got this printer. It's like $270, $280, but I can go to Creality's website and buy one with a conveyor belt that's made for consistent manufacturing for over $1,000. So, you know, even the same printers you can find just on the shelf, they still have other options that maybe it's just not on a shelf.
Okay. Thank you, Bernard. And that's kind of like what I was getting at. You're more of a craft person. I from what you're saying. I mean, from Gerald Stewart's standpoint, there is a cost in everything, and there is a difference between a $400 printer, I'm sure, versus a $125,000 printer. Is there? I would assume there is.
Well, these days, I think 125,000, or if you're going to pay 225,000, you're probably getting one of those metal printers that's printing the rocket engine pieces.
Oh, okay. Well, then see, see, we're just this question is very, very broad, very broad.
it all depends on what you want to do.
Yeah.
If you
I got a lot of guys.
if
I
you
got a lot
want
of guys
to
who will
do
print for
detail,
me. I got a lot of guys who will print for me. I'm going to check out Bernard's mini prints for those people on the beach and stuff like that. If I can't find, then I'll email him and see if he can't make me something that will, something that will be attractive to me.
yeah, he's very receptive and people sending in ideas of what's to make.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think he saw the beach scene on my layout, and I kind of have an idea what I would like to see on that layout. So, I'll be contacting you, Mr. Bernard, for sure.
A lot of girls in bikinis. That's what you want on that beach.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, I'm going to write that down, Bernard. Thank you.
I'm going to send you, Bernard, the Olympic volleyball women's tournament, and just go ahead and print that off for Daryl. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
That's cool, Gerald. That's cool.
Okay, thank you, Bernard.
Here's Wigwag. So you can buy a plunger for $10 or hire the plumber 33 for $100 an hour.
Well, see, there you go. That's exactly what I'm getting at. Because I understand, and there's enough printing to go on out there that everybody can do well in. Because when they started making home shredders, I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to be out of business. No, that's not true. Actually, like Costco and all these places putting out shredders actually made me more business because these shredders aren't made to shove a book in them.
No.
Okay, so after an hour of shredding a 30-pound box, they break their $70 shredder. They take it back and say, hey, look, and then they get their money refunded, and then they call a company like me, and I come out for $225 for 15 minutes, and I'm done.
I have a shredder in my house, right? And I start running things through it, and after a while it overheats, and then you got to wait, and then and then I sit and wait, and then I put more in,
Yeah.
But other people would just keep going and burn it out, and then they would have to take it back.
Right,
So.
exactly. Of course, sticking your fingers in there to unclog it while it's still on isn't a good idea.
Well, you can't put your fingers in there.
Yeah, don't.
It won't let you do it, and if you underneath you can, but what the only way you can get to that is if you take the top off and then the power goes off. So it's kind of stupid proof for the stupidity people out there. But these are not the same people that drive through the railroad crossings and get hit.
There you go, Wigwag. That's a really good idea.
ACRR, what's up?
So I can have Bernard print out my maybe my beach scene, and then he can send it to Trackside Mike, and Trackside Mike can paint them, and then they can be sent out to Southern California.
And George, FL Railroad Dog, you got to try Tinkercad. Dude, when you first create your little account there, brother, they'll run you through a quick tutorial, get you over all most of the humps anyway.
Exactly, Derek. Make sure you don't wear a necklace. No, I mean, just like the shred trucks, they make them for dummies. Trust me. If you fall into it, it will shut off. It just hands down. It's not like the old days. There's just too many sensors in there. They can detect a body part, just like the saw. When you hit the saw blade, it stops. It's kind of the same thing.
But wouldn't it cut you if you put your arm on it? Wouldn't it cut you anyway?
Well, yeah, but it would take off your fingers, but it wouldn't pull you in.
It won't pull you in.
Okay.
But you'll still get injured, but you won't get dead.
Yeah. Okay. Derek was reading my mind. Okay, saw stop. That's the way the shredders are. The shred trucks are. They're the same thing. They got sensors on them that they don't pull you in. It's shred trucks for dummies.
But when you're working around that kind of equipment, you have to have your wits about you. You can't be this.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And
you can't mess around with that kind of stuff.
The only reason why I haven't put out a video, because everybody says, Daryl, why don't you put out a video on that? The reason why I don't is because technology today, you could take my video and blow it up and possibly get information off of it. Now it shreds it, but that's going through the shredder, not the other end. Because once it's shredded, you ain't gonna read nothing. It's what's going into the shredder to show you what it's doing is the problem. So, and I don't have enough paper, I can just shred newspaper. So, because a lot of people said, hey, you really should do a shredder video. Anyways.
Well, I told you you should make a model of your business and put it on your layout.
Yeah, I can do that.
Then you can show everybody the shredder business in action, right?
Yep. And George, Tinkercad, that's it. Someone was saying something about Blender, but I mean, they've made movies with Blender. Tinkercad is more suited for the beginner, I would say.
Right. Yeah, I use Blender.
And John Benicki, he's just using the best of the best over here. He knows what's up.
Yeah, all that stuff's way beyond me. I have no idea.
I don't even know that CAD there, George. You might get a lot of packages in the mail, John. Yeah, Tinkercad, they have a very easy to understand tutorial when you first sign up. They run you through, and it's not too difficult after that to use it. I don't know about any other CAD software, but not too bad.
Well, yeah. I look at it this way. There's no reason for me to buy a printer because I have so many folks here in the community that would be willing to print something for me. So, I mean, when I'm ready, I got quite a few people who are more willing to print for me.
Daryl, I thought the same way.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
That's
Go
awesome.
ahead.
Jay.
Let's hear,
The
let's hear
only
what you
problem is that you're taking time away from what they want to do, and B, then there's cost and shipping and
Well,
whatever.
that's true.
You know what I mean? This
That's
way,
true.
you have your own, and then you can do at your leisure. I mean, Jim Tutusco was making a lot of stuff for me, but then he has his own stuff to work on. I felt bad from always going, "Hey, Jim, can you make me this? Can you make me this? Can you make me this?"
Okay.
You know what I
get
mean? You know what I mean?
There's
I
where the one printer thing, and remember the one file took me just over 2 days to complete.
Oh,
Not the
wow.
one file, but the one print of the building, because it's one print for the roof sections, it's one print for the wall sections, it's one print for the foundations, one print for the doors and windows, it's another print for the door and window frames, then it's another print for the downspouts and the gutters.
See, that's
So,
where on the rosin printer, I take those STL files and put them all in, and then if they fit on the build plate, then I could print all those items at one time.
so it's kind of like this concept. That's why I have my own wife. I don't have to borrow somebody else's.
Right. But guys try, don't they?
Indecent proposal.
Hey, hey. As long as I get it cut, I'm fine with it.
Are you looking for repeat business though? Because I think that's where the problem came in.
Hey, it was the conversation on the way home tonight. I said, honey, if you're going to be cleaning some other dude's house, make sure you get enough money. I get paid too. She kind of looked at me funny, and then she smiled. Now, look, what I say here, it goes right to my wife. That's why I'm not saying anything different. I wouldn't say to her. So that's why she loves me.
Container man, you just need to figure out, do you want to print more big items or more detailed items?
Or you can get one of each.
So the walls were printed on one print, but they were flat. I had to glue everything together, Derek.
Dave, what fun is that?
Interesting, Carolina Foothills.
Okay, from
I do that for
YouTube.
certain prints.
Okay, Plumber.
Yeah.
And Tom, from YouTube, if someone was to start out and said, "Hey, which for somebody who doesn't own a printer, which would YouTube say to buy?"
I would absolutely say filament. Get your feet under you, figure out what you want to do.
But what brand of printer?
I'm on the Ender Creality guy.
Oh, Creality.
Yeah, Ender and Creality are the same company. So if you get either one, and they have 50 different models under each name. Well, Crooked Dave, it depends on what size details. Are you trying to get into the smaller details like Thomas, where you got the people, really detailed part? Like I print a tiny toolbox, you can barely tell it's a toolbox, but if I would have printed it in resin, you would absolutely have known it was a toolbox. That little reddish guy right there. I don't know if I can get it to focus any better than that. Some of the things like this big cabinet, the details came out perfect on it. My shelves didn't come out well. That would have been better on resin. My little gas bottle came out pretty well. I'm pretty psyched about that one. So it just depends on the print and the type of details you're looking for. And when you get a resin printer, remember, it's not just the printer you're buying. You need a UV curing station as well, because you have to take the print out of the resin and then you have to cure it. It's kind of soft when it comes out of the resin printer, and it has.
I don't do that all the time. I only do it on certain objects I print. It all depends on what the print is.
Well, there you go. That's from someone that uses a resin printer.
And I have a wash station too. I got the wash station and a curing station.
See, there you go. You need a wash station and a curing station.
But I don't wash. You know what I do? I just take a bottle of alcohol and spray on it and wipe it off with a paper towel. That's what I do.
Still extra steps, extra process, extra materials.
Right, and the rosin printer, you have to wear gloves when you take things apart. You on a filament printer, you don't have to wear gloves.
Yep, no gloves required. So George has the Viper. I hear that's a good one.
Yeah, that was one I was looking at.
Farm equipment and stuff, you may want a resin, Roy.
Yeah, making animals and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of detail. Any cubic Carolina foothills as well. Gerald, here's to your wives and girlfriends. May they never meet. And yes, Dave, resin is absolutely better for details. If you want finer details, you want resin, brother. And Steve87 says the same thing, Roy. Yeah, George, I mean, a 1/4 inch, that's, not too small. Nice, John. They got you to draw it up. You have to show us that tank, Dwight. Hey, Tom, Carolina Foothills cures everything.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, yeah, Gerald, that's true because the sun is UV radiation. An extra room for resin, yeah, I would say so.
No, mine's in my office. I don't have, and my office is pretty ventilated. So I printed a lot of things. I'm still alive, so nothing happens.
That's cool, ANCRR. Dwight printed a hand.
Yeah, Dwight has a rosin, has a filament printer. I don't know which one he has, but I know he has a film. I saw some of his.
I think it's a Creality or Ender.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I've seen his videos with him printing stuff.
Oh, he printed a Russian tank.
Yeah, that's what he was printing today, a tank.
George Kami. That's pretty good, FL Railroad Dog. Derek, this particular building, no. It just depends on what you're printing. This one, all the walls were printed flat, and then I glued them together. But other buildings, yes. So, for instance, this one, the walls of this building printed as one. All that printed out as one, and then I printed the roof separate. And it goes on. A little difficult, but it goes on. It fits snug without glue. See? That's pretty good. And then I gotta paint the stilts still, but there's some stilts that go up under there also. So that was a 4 print for that one. Carolina Foothills is printed Harley Fat Bobs. That's pretty cool.
Nice. What scale?
Yeah, Container Man. What scale would you be printing? Oh, Dwight's an Ender. My bad. I've never printed with resin, Gerald.
What's the question?
Have any of you used water to clean up resin?
Never.
So Container Man, I don't know how a Cricut, isn't a Cricut one of those paper cutters? My wife and I looked into it, but it was just cut like prints out of fabric, for lack of a better term. Some of it was plastic, but it was all like material plastic, not a rigid plastic.
Okay.
Carolina Foothills, you could. I'm not that good though. I'm definitely not that good. And I just realized, I'm done showing. You guys don't have to keep me all up on the screen. Oh, Nissy J starting to feel good with the Tamiya cement. Nice.
Oh, is that why she asked me how long my turntable was? Now I got it. Boy, I'm sorry. I'm really slow.
Takes a
Container
while, huh,
Man.
now?
Yeah, it just takes a while.
Yeah, that's right, Crooked Dave, flying high. And Container Man, if you're just printing like the trailers and the cabs, you could go with the filament. Just note you will have lines until you perfect like the squish and the feed and all that other good stuff.
Hey guys, do I sound any different?
You sound worse.
Do I sound worse?
Worse.
Great. Okay. No, seriously, I sound worse?
I think so.
Okay. All right. I'm still trying to figure out why it's just not sounding good.
Yep, Derek, she's getting high doing her kits. Well, there you go, Container Man. And here's something else small I printed. It's a stack of hold on, there we go. Stack of pallets. And this thing does not want to focus on it.
Turn them sideways, that way. Yeah.
Looks pretty good. Not bad. That's pretty small.
I made individual pallets.
I have made individual pallets also, but I have like added them in details. Hold on, let's see if I can get that to show up, like in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
With a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Yummy. All right. Does that sound any different?
That I would say that sounds better.
Okay.
Oh, Container Man said you still sounded good.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Roy.
Well, no, I mean he's saying before you just changed it back, and Derek was saying the same thing. So that might have just been me, it not coming in well on my end.
You've sounded fine to me all night, Daryl. I don't know about anybody else, but.
Oh man, I can't get rid of my face, Derek. I saw that movie Face Off, but we're still years away from it really happening. Container Man, don't listen to Plumber, Daryl.
That's okay. You know what? I'm going to buy a mic. I'm definitely going to buy a mic because I know when I switch the cameras out, it just depends on where I'm listening or where I'm talking. So I'm not moving around. So if I'm moving around, that's a different story, but I'm really not moving around. So
I don't know.
are you feeling better now? My $350 ear vet bill, dog.
Yeah, Les, you're gonna have to just go with the lines and the imperfections.
Okay, you need to go.
If you try too hard, you're just gonna destroy sanding it.
Oh, thank you, Gerald.
All right, so now we got two. You sound better now.
Yeah, you know what I did? I went into the volume part, the voice part of it, and right now I'm using the ProCam that's on the turntable I'm not using the webcam or what's in front of me. I'm using the camera that's facing the turntable. So that's the closest cam to me. So good. I'm glad that that sounds better. Okay, thank you. So I'm good. I sound better now. I don't sound like a double barrel Daryl in the bottom. Nitsy.
Yep, me too, Missy.
I sound better when I'm not talking.
Yep.
Well, I don't have to talk. I mean, I can let my cameras do the talking. As a matter of fact,
So Container Man is still bent on whatever you did before I said it got worse.
oh man. Okay, hold on. All that laughing just made me get a cramp. I'll be back.
Go stretch it out. So how much did you pay for that tank, Dwight, if it is not free? Oh, I didn't know Thunder Mesa Studio was live tonight, Wigwag. Les said he had some tanks that are supposed to look smooth and it looked like a stick of pennies.
Thunder Mesa Road.
The Plumber 33, Manny.
I'm subscribed to that guy. He's got a pretty cool. He's got a pretty good. He's got a pretty cool channel. He's got a pretty cool layout.
Man, he always will post a comment, Plumber, then he can just click on it and go right to your channel.
All right, I can do this. Oh wait, no, I see what you're saying because he's blue.
Right.
I was gonna do it the hard way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm trying to make it easy for everybody.
There you go, Manny. Just click on my name and go to channel. This one is courtesy of Tom.
Just go to the three dots and it'll say go to the channel. That's all.
Roy, you're hilarious. Edward, Happy Valley, what's up?
Hey, Edward, Happy Valley. What's up, brother?
Hey, Happy Valley, how you doing tonight?
So I believe I haven't gotten back to Edward yet because I've been lazy. So I believe we're gonna let Edward do what one was that in March? Is it fifth Wednesday?
Yep.
Okay, so if you're listening, Edward, we all voted to let you do Cab Crew on the fifth Wednesday of March for Cab Crew. As
oh, you got a night, Edward, and you got a night. I think Eric at ANCRR. It's Eric, right? An N scale and life journey. I'm terrible with names.
Oh, I can't keep track. Oh, as long if they don't have their name in their channel, I don't know either.
James, what's up? Welcome, brother. Roy. Dude, funny. Funny, haha, not funny, hey, hey. Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
Eric, I was right. It is Eric. E-doggy.
So I saw a comment in here. I think it was from Dwight. He said I had to pay for that one. So some of the stuff you download, you actually have to pay for.
Yep.
Well, yes. However, I just choose not to download those files and go find something else.
Same here. Same
Okay.
here.
All
Matter
right.
of fact, I paid for one and it didn't work, and that really ticked me off.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
I can imagine.
Thingiverse, you can tip the designer. So a lot of these files I got from one dude, and because I got so many, just go ahead and give him a tip. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. See, I just learned something new tonight. I didn't know that.
Well, if you didn't do any 3D printing, you wouldn't.
Well, no, this is true, but it's all in learning. I'm
Yeah.
listening to what you guys are saying, what Bernard was saying, and just listen to everybody in general, and you just kind of put two and two together, and
Right. Yeah, there's a lot to it.
yeah. But
There's a lot of little details.
from somebody who's not computer literate, computer illiterate, that could be a problem.
No, not really.
Me
No,
too,
not
Daryl.
really.
It wouldn't be too difficult. No.
No.
Oh, okay. All
It's
right.
not difficult. All you have to do is if you want something, what I do is when I drive around, I see something I like, I take a mental picture of it. I come
Oh, okay.
home, I come home, I write it down, and then I design it. And then I
I
put
see.
my tweaks in it. Other things, sometimes I go on this one site that has 35,000 STL files. And if I need something in a hurry, I'll just download one and then I'll modify it to my liking anyway. So,
Kid George, what you tip on?
So Derek, David from HO Power Trains has posed that in one of my things, asking if I was printing trees. I'm going to try that. I don't know. Steve 87, peace out.
See you
Good
later,
night.
Steve.
Well, I'll add more next time.
What, a tip?
No, I'm trying to keep track of all the moderators.
Crooked Dave said Jim Tedesco printed a dozen trees. So yeah, dozens of trees. My bad.
I
Yeah,
got,
Steve
I have
87
so
is
much.
peace. Hope you get better, brother.
Yeah, I didn't figure. I wasn't going to waste time printing trees because I have so much CAD 6 cable and I got a box of like 1,000 feet, and I just make the trunks out of the wire, and then I just paint it and stuff like that. You get real creative with the wire.
That is how Tom does it.
That's how I do my trees.
That is how Tom does it, Daryl. Got songs playing in my head for some reason.
Isn't that funny?
It is.
And we all do it.
Yeah, funny, haha, Roy. All right.
Well, we just went past the 2-hour mark.
That's good, Thomas. You did really good tonight.
Well,
Thank
we
you
had
for-
some minor technicalities here, but that's expected.
Well, I wasn't too sure because I heard you say, "Oh, by the way, I got somebody in the basement, but I'm not going to bring them up yet." And I looked and I'm like, "We're not even live yet."
Yeah, I can't believe. You know what it is? I got my stream deck here, and I've been messing around with all this stuff and trying to get OBS to work and everything like that. And I just forgot to hit the go live button.
Oh, well, John says you got 2 more hours to go.
I got
This is just the warm up.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm going to stay on for 4 hours.
Derek, yeah, where would his dogs go pee?
Derek. I know, right in the
Oh,
crack.
my goodness. Oh, man.
Oh my God, Derek.
In the rocks. Well, there you go. My dog is a leaf dog. He likes to go to the bathroom in a pile of leaves.
Yeah. But there's not leaves all year round. So what does he do then?
Oh no, there's always leaves in our woods.
Yeah.
Well, I had a Labrador that would only do its business at the river in the water. I mean, wherever the river was, he'd go right to the water line and scooch down right in the water line and do his business right there. I mean, baby Ruth's floating down the river. What a weird dog that one was, but I loved him just the same.
Well, that's why they say in a survival situation, never drink out of a creek, stream, or river because you never know what went in the water upstream.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Mystic, what's up?
Yeah, I was just thinking about Mystic because usually where Derek follows or Mystic follows, one follows the other one. And I thought to myself, "Where's Mystic tonight?" Hey, John.
I thought I saw him in the chat earlier.
Oh, maybe he was just working on his layout and he just decided to pop in and say hello.
Well, hello, Mystic.
John Benicki says 6 more hours to go.
Yeah.
So John must have some free time. He wants us to help fill.
Yeah, because I made Mystic a moderator, so that he was in before.
Okay.
Oh, then he's back. Guess who's back? Back again.
Right. Just making somebody else a moderator.
Isn't that fun, Thomas, making people moderators?
Absolutely. Oh, and Happy Valley, he wasn't. I just made him.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. And,
Hey, John Benicki, you know what would have been funny? Seeing the video of Tom thinking that he's live when he's not.
Oh, it was funny. Oh, it was funny. I thought we were live too, but then I looked. No, I did, and when Tom says, "Hey, I have somebody in the basement, but I'm not bringing them up yet," and I'm like, "What? You did not just say that." And I'm like, "Okay." And then I look down the screen and I see Thomas sitting on his motorcycle. I'm like, "Wait a minute. I don't think Thomas is live yet." So I went into the chat and asked everybody, "Hey, is Thomas live?" Because everybody was talking amongst themselves, and finally someone popped up and said, "No, where's Tom?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, poor Thomas. He thinks he's live."
Yeah, I could have sworn. Well, this is only the second time doing this, and I said, wait a minute. I got the countdown there, and I said, as soon as I go to countdown, I'm going to bring myself up in the studio, and then I'll be all set. And then I forgot to hit the go live button.
Yeah, David, HO Power Trends. Tom was talking to Mary. No, I didn't. You know what, Plumber? I didn't even think to even videotape Tom talking and not being live. I should have. I didn't even think about it. So
that would have been funny.
Tom, okay, you're right. This is your only second time, correct? Yeah.
Thank you, Manny.
Yes.
Hey, Manny says, great show, Tom.
Yeah, no, it's been a great show. It's been a great show. So Plumber is next week, or is right, Plumber?
Yes. Now, how good of a show this is going to be, I don't know, because that will be the exact day that I get my first chemo treatment.
Oh, it's going to be your first day?
First day of actual chemo. I just got the thing put in for them to inject it, right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're not up to it, just let me know. I'll host it again.
I'll let you guys know before the evening. But at this point, I'm still preparing to do it all nuked up.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go. That's
radiating.
So Thomas stepped up to the plate and says, "Hey, so if you don't feel up to it, then
I'll
Thomas
let him know.
Do it."
Yeah,
okay.
Everyone in the crew will know. Peace out, Crooked Dave.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll see you later, Dave. We'll see you. As a matter of fact, everybody's here. Don't forget Crooked River and Eastern Brew tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 6 o'clock in the morning my time. But I'm already on the road, so make sure you hit up Dave's brew tomorrow morning.
Yep, for sure. It's a good one.
You know what I got to do? I got to come up with a list so that I can present all the upcoming shows on this.
Yep, that's
Thank
a
you,
good
James.
idea.
Thank you, James. I really appreciate that, James. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate you stepping up and saying that. And
Look at you go. Hey, A&C Railroad, A Life's Journey. Eric is not a moderator there. Tom,
Who
you
isn't?
missed one.
Who?
ANCRR, a end scale, end life journey.
I see it. I see it.
that's good, Thomas. You learned a lot tonight. You did really good tonight. You're still doing really, really well. So Edward's going to do in March, the last weekend in March. He's going to do Cab Crew Wednesday because there's 5 Wednesdays in March.
Yes, Carolina Foothills. They gave me a, well, it's an internal port, and they will just poke into it through my skin. And I'll have to have a pump on for 24 hours after they do that fun stuff. So, that night I should have a pump, like, I don't know what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I just made Randall one too. I didn't see him before, so.
Good looking. Yeah, you deserve it, Eric. Oh, Carolina Foothills, no way. Thank you, John Benicki. Every time I swallow, I can feel that tube in there. Yeah. And it feels like there's a Boy Scout, like, pitching a tent. It's pulling.
Thank you, Derek.
Right
Appreciate
there.
it.
It's pulling my skin and got little wires under there, and it's, tenting. Peace out, Missy J.
Well, Thomas, if you're ready to call in the night, 2 hours is pretty good, brother.
Working
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
ready.
Sideboard, Happy Valley.
Yep. All right, everyone. I'm going to call it a night, and I want to wish everybody a good evening and happy trails, and we'll all see you next Wednesday on Cab Crew Wednesday.
Happy trails to you. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. We'll see you soon.